Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. All right, let me make sure everything's running. All right. Okay, we got audio. Okay, let's get into it. From after hours to pre-market, we had a significant drop, and then we had a little bit of consolidation in pre-market. So we're in between the 5 and the 20. This is usually a good time. Let's see something. So on the 30-minute, we want to see if we're going to get a weak bull cycle. And on the 5-minute, we're going to see the same thing if we get a weak bull cycle. So as of right now, our safety puts are going to be somewhere under 67.73, like this. This is gonna be our safety puts for right now, but let's wait a little bit. So somewhere under 67.70, excuse me, 73.77. I just put this key level here. I want to see what happens if we bounce off of it. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's let this this first wave play out and get some more data. We'll see if we get that break and retest of 70, 73, 77. Which, you know, hopefully that might line up for a break, retest, reject of the 20. So we'll look for that. Here's the little dance we expected at 75.26. So there's a gap at 81 and 78. So there's a gap in here. So we're gonna see if we're gonna fill the gap or if it's gonna be a gap and go. We're gonna see if we're gonna just gap and keep continuing down, or if we're gonna fill this gap for a gap fill reversal. So a gap fill reversal will look like this. The price makes it all the way back up here, fills this gap right here, and then the price continues on. That'll be a gap fill reversal. Can everyone hear me or no? Okay. Today looks like it might be an easy day. Looks like it might be an easy day. I think we're gonna hold on to this magenta. I think we like this magenta. We're gonna hold on to this. We just need to wait maybe one more cycle. One more cycle, maybe two, and it'll start to get way easier from there. Let's just see what happens on this magenta. All right, we just need to identify our macros now. I think maybe we got one macro and one micro. So we just need to get one more macro and then we'll be good. So just give it some time. It's forming up. It's forming up. Just give it a little bit of time. You see, this is why I put this key level here, because I wanted to see if we're gonna bounce off this key level. That's why I put this key level right here. There's a little bit of margin of error, little bit, but all right, it's gonna get way easier. Just give it a little second. We're not even 15 minutes in and we're doing good, so a little bit of time. If it wants to head down, wait for look for something like this. Oh damn, Dick Cheney died? No way. Rest in peace, Dick Cheney. R.I.P. So if it wants to head down, look for this over here, 75.50-ish, around here. We'll look for it. If we get back around here, that's what we're gonna look for. If it wants to keep heading up and you're looking for an entry, let's wait for a week. Let's wait for a week bull cycle above 78.67. So we're gonna look for this. So let's wait till we get there. We're in the middle of the water here, right? So top of the water, bottom of the water, we're in the middle here. Let's test this little pink ranger first. I think we might have a pink ranger right here. This is what we want to look for. We want to look for this and this to finish off this head. Let's see if we get here. Or your safety puts are going to be somewhere under 73, 77. All right, protect your trade. If you took the pink ranger or the flexion, protect your trade. Trade protected. There we go. Now don't overstay your welcome. Let's get a little bit more out of this. A little bit more. That'd be nice. Easy money. Look at the money we just printed. Easy money. Easy money. There it is. I could have done a little bit better on this flexion here, but not by much. It was only off by like pennies. Maybe 10 cents. Maybe 10 cents off over here. Maybe 10 cents. But this flexion was absolutely perfect. Well, almost perfect. Good enough for government work. Easy money. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. All right, let's see how much we can get out of this. There we go. Look at the money we just printed. There it is. Look at the money. What was this? This is 17 minutes into the session. Look at the money we just printed right now. Look at this money. Oh man, it's almost like we all knew exactly what was gonna happen. It's almost like we all knew exactly what was about to happen. We knew that our put scenario was down here. Somewhere down here was puts. The call scenario was somewhere over here. If you didn't get it here on the flexion, then you had the opportunity of this pink ranger. If you don't know what a pink ranger is, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. Now, if we break this green, we're going to look for our call entries if you didn't get in already. We want to see this green break. We want to start a bear cycle, a weak bear cycle, and we want to hope that the weak bear cycle does something like this. If we want to go long, if we want to buy, if we're looking for calls. Look how perfect, look how absolutely perfect this, look at this perfection. It's almost like we knew exactly what was going to happen. It's almost like we had the answers to the test. There it is. You see it, Rick? You see it, DJ? Netta, DC Wilson in the house, Ron, Spanker, Steven, Rhino. Good morning to everyone. Dre Day, good morning. What a great morning. To the target. Exactly to the target. You can't ask for anything better. And believe it or not, there's still going to be people sitting here trading. After we just had this big win, they're still going to sit here and trade. That's fine. There's more for it. There's more. There's more. We know what we need to see for calls, right? For any calls, we know what we need to see. We want to break above, minimum we want to break above this green, retest the green, and reject off the green. Right? The target got hit. Now we need to see where we're going to go. We don't know if this is going to form a head here. So now we need to wait to see. This is what I'm telling you, we have to go level by level. Level by level. That's all you can ask for. Because we don't know that right here on this green, there's a whole bunch of sell orders and it's going to wipe you out. So take your money, take what you can. We do this every day. You're going to build the account slowly. This is not a get rich quick scheme. That's not what we're offering. If you see a big move like this, let's say 2 full points in this little bit of time and you're still trying to sit here and trade, you got problems. You got issues. All right, let's see if we're getting another bite at the apple here, right? It's very rare that the price touches one time and returns. Not impossible, it's just very rare. Usually, you get another bite at the apple. So it'll touch one time, a little bit of pullback, and they're gonna retest it. They're gonna retest this level. For my first set of contracts, I'll get out whenever it breaks this blue. Whenever this blue gets broken, I'll take my first set and I'll be out with my first set of contracts, and then I'm gonna let the runners run. I'll probably put the stop right below this green and I'll let it run. So if I get stopped out on blue, I get stopped out, and then I'll let the runners run for a little bit longer. So now that we made it to the green, to look for our entry, we want to look for, again, we want to wait for it to break, to retest and reject. All right, now we got above green, so I'm gonna move my stops to right underneath green. So let's see if we extend if we extend that MACD a little further. Let's see if it's gonna extend a little bit further. There, like that. See that? We're extending it up a little bit further. All right, so I got stopped out for half my contracts on this one. So now I'm gonna I'll leave the runners right here on the dotted line and let's see where they run to. I'm gonna leave the runners underneath these wicks. If we start getting a couple candles above green, then I'll give it some room to allow for this, remember? So we need to get a couple candles above green before I start. See, this red took me out on the break of this blue. That's okay. See how we extended that MACD a little? When I'm saying extended, we extended this because it looked like it wanted to cross, but it still extended up. So we extended that cross a little further. There we go. Now this is gonna set up for our break of green, retest, and reject. If it wants to happen, at least now we have the setup halfway there. If you took this green, you got to protect your trade. Otherwise, you're waiting for the retest and reject. But if you took green, you got to protect your trade. I'm going to clean up the chart just a bit. All right, so now we want to see if we're going to form a head with a shoulder and the other shoulder, or we want to see if we're going to so now we know what the setup is. We're going to see, unless it's just going to continue up, then there's no setup. I told you, it's about to get a lot easier. Remember, we're waiting for either a weak bear cycle, or we're looking to see if this forms a head. So you know the setups, just give it some time. I'll be right back, don't overtrade. Today's been a phenomenal morning. Today's been an absolutely phenomenal morning. Our first call out was somewhere over here, 76.56. Ran that all the way. Well, originally I had the target to this green. So 2 full points. That was our initial move was an excellent move. All right, so look, we already know one of two things is gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen, right? One of two things. Let me go on mute. I'm gonna go for Discord. Give me a second. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm back. All right, Discord, so we know the plan. We know what the call setup is. We know what the put scenario is. If none of those things happen, then there's no trade. So just allow it to happen. Don't try to front run it. Allow it to happen. Let's look to see if this little micro head and shoulders plays out. See it right here. Let's see if that plays out. This is kind of thin liquidity for the break of this magenta. So I get it if it looks a little thin. Well, damn, was it magenta for the win already? I just put it down. Well, damn, we just went over the game plan and there it is. Hold on. Give it a second. What the hell? Didn't expect that. I wanted the price to come down a little further before it did the bounce up. I would have liked it to come down a little further, a little bit more building in magenta. This to me is a little thin. From here to here is a little thin, but what do I know? I'm gonna mark out high day. Let's see if we break above high day. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's the wind. Look, here's the break of the green. Here's the green, right? The break of the green line. Let me highlight it. The break of the green, the retest of the green, the rejection of the green. See how much we can get out of it. Okay, there it is. The break of green, retest of green, reject off of green. With the break in magenta. We didn't quite finish off the week bear cycle yet. We didn't quite finish off the week bear. If you're looking for puts, the safety is going to be somewhere on 75.26, somewhere down here. That's where your safety is going to be. Because we want to look for this. So when we are getting ready for puts, it has to be somewhere below this line right here. Somewhere below 76.61, then we'll start looking for puts. Until then, we're in the uptrend. We don't want to fight the trend. We're above the water. We're above the water, so we don't want to fight the trend. Little pullback right here wouldn't be out of the ordinary. Okay, look, we're in purple until we're not. You see purple? We're in this purple until we're not. This thick purple. Looks like a lot of rejection wicks up here at this level. We need a strong push. Strong green candle to break through all these wicks. To break through this resistance. I'm gonna mark out high a day. There goes a strong candle we needed. There goes a strong candle we needed right there. Okay, so as soon as I went on mute and we talked about what the setup was and I put the magenta, it was a winner. As soon as I put down the magenta, it was a winner. So let's wait to see if that weak bear cycle fulfills the prophecy. If it starts to dump from here, this was liquidity grab. This little wick right here with liquidity grab. So we'll see. It looks like we were in this liquidity box, and now let's see if it's gonna break, retest, and reject off the liquidity box, or if they're gonna fake out. 79.45 is major resistance. 79.45, major resistance. We'll see if we break through it. If we get back below this green, it's going to stop out all my runners. So I'm holding runners until this green. I want to hope that we get above 79.45 and make it support. Until then, I'm on green. Okay. All right, I'm going to set an alert for this price here. I'll set an alert for this right here. They're stuck inside here. Let them figure it out. We'll know who's gonna win when they break this. Okay, alerts went off. Now, if we get a couple candles above 79.45, then I'll start to move my stop. But right now, the stop's on green, so I'm just gonna let it sit there for a little bit until we get comfortably above 79.48, or excuse me, 79.45. everything's telling me they want to dump, but every time I think that, it goes opposite. So I'm gonna stick to my strategy. I'm gonna hold. Just gonna stick to it. Let it play out. But everything's telling me chase the profit. Just chase it, chase it, chase it. There we go. I might move it up a little bit. I need to get a little, one or two more candles above. Now I'm going to start moving my stop up to above 79.45. That's what I wanted to see. There we go. There we go. Stress-free trading. I got stopped out here. I held runners, so the runners are still running. I got stopped out here for half my contracts. The other half, they're still running. So we're doing okay. We did okay today. We did okay. It'd be nice if we could finish it out all the way to 80.50. That'd be nice. That would be beautiful if we could finish to 80.50. That would be absolutely beautiful. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. I moved my stop a little bit above 79.45 now. A little bit more. A little bit more and I'll be happy. If we get to 80.50, if we get right here, I'll be happy. I mean, either way, I'm happy, right? Can't be greedy. Either way, we had a really good day. Today was a really good day. I exercised a lot of discipline today. We only had one real call out, and that was way over here. It was something like that. So this is the first call out on the break of pink. We really didn't have to do much after that. We're hoping to hit this target up here at 68.50. So look, our put entries were down here, right? On the break of this purple. This is our put entry. So the only entry we had was calls up here. If you want to, well, this call here, but then again on this call here, on the break of this magenta, this was the entry. On the break of magenta, this was our winner. Move the stop just a little bit. Now I'm going to start to move the stop. I'm going to start to collect. I'll leave it on the dotted line. If I get stopped out, then I'm out of the play. Or I'll take off another few contracts if it goes below the dotted line. Maybe I'll take them all off the table. All right, I'll just stop them. They're all about to get stopped out anyway. The rest of the contracts are going to get stopped if we get below 79.45. See, now I'm mad at this one candle just stopped out a good amount of contracts for no reason. This one little candle. I gotta pay attention. I'm just being quiet. Give me a second. Okay, this one took me out. All right, I'm out of the play. So that was a good move. We did, we took the play somewhere over here on the break of this, either this red or somewhere in this red or green. I don't remember now. And then I got stopped out my first set of contracts over here on this red. And then the next ones I held until here, and I just got, all of them got stopped out around here. So that was a good move. Good place. Can't be upset with that. Now we're gonna look for the setup. The setup is gonna be, give me a second. Let's see if we retest 79.45 and reject off of it. Or let me... Let's see about that. Okay. Let me clean up this chart just a bit. $80.50 would have been nice. I don't know if we're gonna see that, so. Okay, so your put scenario is still the same, right? Nothing's changed for the put scenario. I'm interested to see what happens on this purple here. Our safeties are going to be if a purple forms like around here, something like that. This is going to be your safeties. This is going to be your warning. Let me put this back to 1. This is a warning. So we want to make sure we don't do this right here. So just wait for down here if you're looking for puts. Somewhere down below 77.25. Your safety is going to be around 75.26. So we're still in the uptrend, so don't look for puts until we get somewhere below this line right here. That's when we're looking for puts. We need all of this liquidity. We need all of this to be taken out. So once we get down here, we'll know who won. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. There's going to be major liquidity right here on this purple. I'm just highlighting it because I know people have a hard time seeing it. So I'm highlighting the purples. If you're not in the Discord, you don't have access to this 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart is what we guide off of. We already knew that the head was going to form here. Or we knew there was going to be a flexion here, a flexion point. So we already knew this was going to happen. You have to join the Discord to get this information. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. I'm offering a free session. You can get a chance to test out my trading style on your own to see if you like it or not. There's no obligation required. We do this every day. We do this every single day. This is our 5-minute chart. We knew where the resistance was. We already knew this. Now let's see what happens on this green and this purple. This is going to be a major zone right in here. So around this area, let's see if we get like a little dance like that. Protect your trade on the break of this purple. Trade protected. Remember, the entry was on the break of this purple. If you're looking for safety, wait for down here. Nothing wrong with that. Easy money. Easy money. There it is. Look at the exact point we went below the water, right? On the 1051 candle. The 1051 candle is exactly on the break of purple. This is not an accident, right? Look at the money we just printed. Look at that short-term success. Look at the short. There it is. Look at the money. Perfection. Look, exactly on 1051 candle is exactly when it broke purple, which is highlighted. This is the money. Look at the money we just printed. This is why we wait. This is why you're here, for this moment right here. So you can see that we can, 100% of our trades are winners today. 100%. Easy money. Look at the money we just printed. The precision with the magenta, look how perfect this magenta is. We identified this magenta early. This was maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes into the session, we identified magenta. 7 minutes in. See how much we can get here. Okay, good call, OG. Yeah, so we're reaching a flexion point here, so expect a little dance right here. We're gonna see who's gonna win. Good job, OG. Yeah, so expect a little dance, right? Expect a little dance. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. If you're looking for an entry, wait for the week bull cycle. A week bull cycle for puts if we get underneath 77.25. So nothing's changed. It's all still the same. Nothing's changed. We knew to expect this, right? This bounce right here. We already knew to expect that. So we got to see if we break this purple on the 5. Right? You don't want to fight the trend. So don't overstay your welcome. You got to get in and get out. If you did the guardrail play, it would have been the break of purple until we broke magenta here. So you buy your put on the break of this purple, you exit on this magenta for single contracts. All right, we're stuck in the middle of the water here. So on the 5 minute, let's wait till we get above this green for calls, and then it's gonna be this purple for puts. We want to make sure we're not caught in either this wedge here or this wedge here. Okay, so you see the setups. You know what to look for now. Above green for calls, and then this purple for puts. Until then, you're in the middle of the water. We're gonna look for puts underneath this pink right here, and then calls on the break of this green. We're gonna have to wait till we get there to make sure it makes sense. Make sure you don't get caught in between here. So wait for this liquidity box to break. It's gonna break to one side or the other. I'll be right back, don't overtrade. Just wait till we get out of this liquidity box. Speaking of which, I will be adjusting the charts again. So tomorrow, make sure you refresh all the charts. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we got. So this purple isn't really here. I just put it here just for a reference. The purple's not really here yet. We're still guiding off the 5. So this purple is not actually here. You have to, it hasn't formed. I just have it. I'll move it. I'll move it. All right, now we're below the water on the 1 minute. We're above the water on the 5 minute, but we're in a downtrend, or in a bear cycle rather. 30 minutes says we're below the water in a weak bull cycle. Looks like there's a lot of liquidity built up on 77, 73. We'll see if this breaks to the downside and gets to 77.25, which is pink. And then if we get the pink, we want to look for this. A break, retest, reject. I think there's an order block right here at 77.6. So let's see if if this price breaks 77.6, if there's a big move. Let's see if when this price breaks, if there's a big candle. Because I think there's a lot of liquidity built up right here at this line. There might be a big order sitting right here. So we're gonna see what they say. Let's see if there's a big order here. Right at 77.6. There's a big order down there. They don't want to touch it. Well, they're trying to get close to it. They're trying to trigger that order. I think there's a lot of orders at 77.6. That's what I think. I don't know which one, but there's a whole bunch of orders at 677.60. The bulls are defending that zone. Which might mean that someone has a really big stop loss right there. And if it gets below that, then that stop loss is going to be triggered. Because they're defending the 77.6. Okay, from this head to this other flexion point, I mean, you're not going to find any precision better than this. This was put up here. This head and shoulders was put up here, I don't even know how long ago. Over an hour, probably an hour ago. Over an hour ago, we put this up. You need to have access to the 5-minute chart to see this. You don't have access to it on YouTube. You need to join the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. We knew hours ahead of time exactly what to expect. Hours ahead of time. Now we got to be patient here. Where's it at? Look, there's no one on the internet doing this. Look at this. Look at the perfection. There's no one doing this. It doesn't exist. Good luck. Good luck finding it. Look at the precision. This does not get any better. It just simply can't. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let me quit gloating, because I like to gloat. I'm a gloater. I love it. Alright, let's see what we got. Now, I don't know if this green's a thing. It seems to be holding up, so we're gonna find out. We need to let them settle this out. Let's see if they reject underneath green or if they break the green. Oh man, looks like a fake out on this one. It touched green. It touched green and grab liquidity faked out. Let's see what they do. Looks like they're stuck between green and pink. Don't know yet. We're still holding up on the 5-minute chart, so this is the zone we need to clear. If we get below this dotted line here, I'm going to take the loss. I'm going to take the loss if we get below this dotted line. I'm going to wait for the setup underneath this purple. It's about to stop me out for a loss. I wanted to stop the bleeding here, but I decided to go below the last low. So if it stops me out here, I'm gonna wait for the next setup. It might be 84% rule back into the break of green, or it might be the break of this purple. It's about to stop me out. This one's about to stop me out any second. It's okay. We tried. It's dancing on it. Not quite. It's almost there. There. Okay, we're gonna wait for the next setup on purple, which was this purple here. Yeah, it was this purple on the 5. Let's see, from 77 to 49, needs a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna see what happens when we get underneath this pink. I was too hyper focused on the 1 minute chart and I completely ignored the 5 minute chart. Too focused. All right, we're gonna see if we can get it back. Man, I'm really surprised this green didn't hit. That's okay. I'm gonna wait for below this pink to look for puts. The secondary green liquidity is holding up, so it's going to be this green. Let's see what happens when we get underneath this pink. We're in this range here. Let's wait to break this range between green and pink. So we're gonna see if we break green here and break green here, or if it's gonna be calls. And we're gonna see if we break below this pink, if it's gonna be puts. So this is gonna be our liquidity watch right here, in between this bottom half, between pink and green. So we wanna look for this, or one of those two things. That's what we wanna look for. Otherwise, we're just stuck between here. So allow one of these things to happen. I put alerts on green and pink. When the alerts get triggered, they'll let me know, and then we'll assess to see if we're going to go in on calls on green or puts on pink. So I'm going to wait for one of those things to happen. I'm going to wait for the alerts to go off. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. All right, let's see with the break of this orange, if the orange can get us to pink. Looks like we might have a little wedge between the green and the orange. Let's see which way this wedge breaks. this first green right here got me, and I didn't protect the trade, and I had 2 chances and I didn't do it. So now we need to get this money back. Now we need to get this money back. So now we're going to be patient and wait. You gotta be careful here because Theta is gonna start eating away at your contract. Okay, yeah, you need that movement right there. Alerts got triggered. A little bit more would be nice. Super low volume. But the target from orange to pink was hit. So this target was hit. There we go, a little bit of movement. All right, that's what I needed to get back green. So I took the loss over here. I waited for the next setup. The next setup presented itself, which was on the break of orange, also on the break of pink. It's a winner. So, okay, we're back. We're good. We're good. We made it. Just stuck to the strategy. That's all we had to do. That's all we had to do. I got stopped out here on this break of green. I went in on this break of orange. I went heavy. So now we got all our money back. Don't care what happens from here. We're good. We're good. Don't care what happens from here. Just got to stick to the strategy. It's really hard to be wrong twice in a row. That's what I'm talking about. I got it wrong up here. I didn't get it wrong here. And I went heavy on this one. I went heavy over here because I had to recover from this, right? I knew if I just stuck with a strategy, it's gonna work, because mathematically speaking, it has to work. It's just math. If I get anything extra out of this, look at the money we just printed. Look at the money we printed from orange. Here's the highlighted. Look, highlighted with a 2. This one's highlighted with a 2. We only had these two options. It was either going to be green or orange, and it was orange. This is the winner. From 66 down to 91 is a good win. This is a good win. I needed that. I needed that. I'm not even going to let it go against me. I don't care. I'm going to take some contracts if it goes above this. I'll take some off the table, secure my profit. And then I'll let the runners run. I went heavy on this. Heavy contracts on this. If we get another push down, even better. Let me get one more little push down. Okay, that one stopped me for, this is about to stop me too. Let me adjust the stops just a little bit because that one took me out. So now let me collect more. That one took me out of my first set of contracts. I'm going to collect a little bit more now. Don't care what happens. If it goes against me, oh well. I made my money. In and out. Don't care. If it rejects off of pink, then I'll get back in. I needed to get that money back though. I knew it was gonna happen. I just had to wait. I knew it was gonna happen. I just needed to give it a little bit of time. Just need a little bit of room here. A little bit of room so I could secure a little bit more. It'd be nice if it just starts rejecting here. Come on, reject. I'm too afraid to move my stop right now because it's dancing right on it. So I'm thinking, do I give it a little bit of room or do I just leave it and let it go? Okay, I needed that right there. I needed that red candle right there. A little bit more. I just want to get a little bit more out of these runners. I'm going to tighten it. I'm not going to get greedy. Just a tad. There. Just a tad. There we go. That's what I wanted. A little bit more. There we go. I just need one good push down, and then I could move the runners. I need one good push. I need some space between what is this? Pink. I need a little bit of space between pink. I'm trying to let these runners run. I took profit on the first, or I took profit somewhere on this candle right here. I got runners running, so we're gonna see if it's gonna go. Yeah, I do that too. I make sure my fees are covered at least. Come on, we need a little bit of push down. I need just a little bit of push. I'm gonna start moving it a little bit more. Give me 1 second. There we go. That's what I needed. Now look at the runners run. I told you, underneath pink, buy puts. The break retest. Look, the break. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the break, the retest, and the reject. Look at the money we just printed. Oh man, I needed that. I needed this. What a good day we had. There it is. There it is. That's what we needed right there. Oh man, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Look at that. Look at the money we just printed. I told you the entry was on orange or pink. Either one. Either one would have worked. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the 5 minute. You had purple here and you had the shoulder here. Come on now. Even if, look, I did, you don't have to get it right every time. I got it wrong right here. I got it wrong at, I'll tell you the exact time. At 11:37, I got it wrong. I could have stopped out and at least, you know, protected the, I could have stopped out for at least fees, maybe. Maybe I would have, no, not even. I would have still had to pay fees. I could have, but you know what? I followed the strategy and I went below the last low. I took the loss. Fine. And then I knew it's hard to be wrong twice in a row. I figured out the algorithms. Once I figured that out, because I was mad. I was mad. Look at the money we're printing. I was mad. Once I took this loss, I was like, okay, no big deal. I didn't go crazy. I didn't start over trading. What I did was look at the money we just printed. Look at the money we're printing off of orange. Look at the money off of orange. There it is. We just had to be patient. It doesn't matter if you, We want to win the war at the end of the day. It's okay to lose the battle. You're not going to win every battle. We want to look at the money we just, oh my goodness, look at the money. There it is. There it is. Look at the orange highlighted. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. We just have to be patient. Look at the money we just printed. Look at this money. From orange all the way. Come on now. Come on now. There it is. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Look at the money we just printed. Stop it right now. Look at this money. I'm telling you, we do this every single day. You don't have to be upset with one loss. You stick to your strategy. Look at the money we just printed. Stop it right now. Look at that. 130%. Look at that. Nice. Target? I have no idea the target. We don't know target. We know to expect a dance at 75.26. What was this question? Yeah. If that's what you're asking, we know we're gonna expect a dance. As far as targets, we don't have any target. We don't know. You know, we don't know when a big order is gonna come in. You know, the first thing that makes sense would be 75.26. The next one that makes sense is 74.69. Correct. Oh, okay. Look at DJ. Look at DJ. DJ with the strong analysis. Coming through with the analysis. Look at the money we just printed. I told you, this is sustainable. You don't have to win every single trade. That's not even realistic. I'm telling you right now, it's not realistic to win every trade. All right, I'm probably gonna get stopped out here. If it stops me out here, I get stopped out. I'm not holding anymore. Okay, that was a good move. That was a good move. We went in here. I took I took some profit here just to collect something. I let my runners run. Oh man, we had a good day. Look at this move. Look at this move with the perfect entry. It doesn't get any better. I'm telling you, it just does not get any better than this. Today was a really good day. Hell yeah. Today was a good day. Okay. That was a good move. That was a good move. Just sticking to the strategy. That's all. Don't overstay your welcome. Take your profit. We do this every day. You don't have to, you know, try to get every single silver penny out of this thing. Okay, that was a good move. Let me reset. I need to reset because I got up for a second. When I came back, I saw this big movement here. I was like, oh hell yeah. Oh man, that was exciting. Yeah, we did. We had a good day today. Today was a good day. Took a little bit of time, but we got there. Yeah, I got stopped out somewhere in this candle here. But that was a good move. That was a great move. Break of orange. This was absolutely perfect. I'm telling you, I got stopped out here on a loss. I took a loss from, what is this? The 1137 candle. I went in on the break of green. I probably had a worst fill possible. It probably filled me somewhere at the top. And I put my stop. Originally, I put my stop here. Well, once I saw this, originally I put my stop at the low, and then I saw this right here, and I put my stop here, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just stick to the strategy, and then I moved it down here, and I ended up taking more of a loss. But I didn't let that get me down. I identified the orange. Once I knew, that was it. I highlighted it. We gave it a confidence level 2, This was a win. We needed this. We had another big win this morning over here. This is a win for us as well. That's all you really need is 3 trades for the day. That's all you really need. Okay, this was a good day. Took a little bit, but we got there. Again, we're gonna recap. Entry number 1 for puts was on the break of orange, highlighted. Entry number 2 for puts was on the pink. Entry number 3 was on the break, the retest. Here, let me show you. The break of the pink, the retest of the pink, and the rejection of the pink. That was the other entry. And if you noticed, I kept telling you that my stop is gonna be above pink. For my runners above pink. All right, now let's reset. Let's reset. Let's see. Above green still for sure. Above green for calls. You want to see this? Here, let me clear it out. Whew, I'm still shaking from the last trade. Because when I came back, I didn't expect to see that much movement. All right, so if it wants to head up, look for this. If it wants to head up, look for that. Let it do that. And then you want to wait till we get up here. Yeah, I'm done for the day too. I'm just charting just to chart, but I'm done. Escape with this life. Good job, DJ. Welcome to the family, DJ. Glad to have you. And look, I'm showing you my own personal results. I'm telling you right now, I took a loss over here, and it was pretty significant. But I followed the strategy, right? I went in the break of green. I took the loss here. I knew next setup is around the corner. I waited for orange. Boom. Bob's your uncle. Good job, DJ. Good job. But it happens to me too. It happens to me. You don't get it right all the time. You can't, right? Because look what happened. This is what happened here. Break of green, that should have been it. On a normal circumstances, this should have been the win. However, what it did, it formed the secondary liquidity. So instead of giving up on green, I decided I'm going to use green still because I know green's a thing. I'm not going to just give up just because it didn't look pretty. So once I knew what green was and I saw the, what is this thing called? The wedge forming, that was it. That was it. Now, I luckily caught orange at the last second. Because I'm telling you, once we figure out the macro, it's done. It's done. It's done. Like, what I'm telling you that I'm probably the best on the internet, there's a little part of me that actually believes it. There's a little part of me that actually believes I'm probably the best on the internet. But that's me being full of myself. But if I'm not going to cheer for me, no one else is. So I might as well cheer for myself. I can't get this line, this green line set properly, but there's supposed to be a green line here. And my computer's starting to run choppy all of a sudden. Look, if you're in this Discord and you're up, call it a day. There's no reason to trade anymore. We did our job. We showed up to work. We sat down. We did the work. There's nothing more to do. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. DC, I spent a lot of time on the charts to be able to do this. It's just time, and it's gonna happen for you too. Believe it or not, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's already happening for Spanker OG and Dre Day OG. It's already happening for them. Because what you guys don't see is that they're DMing me on the side, and they're giving me their analysis, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So when they're making comments in the chat, pay attention to it, because they know what they're talking about. And they're not giving you the OGs. If someone with the purple tag is giving some advice, that's not me talking, that's them talking. So they're just trying to do the best to interpret what I'm saying, because I know this style is a little bit different. I use terms that are not the normal stock market terms, but the OGs know what they're talking about, so pay attention to what they say. I recommend, because it's hard for me to chart, watch the chat, look at the fight. So the OGs help out a lot. Oh yeah, I see everyone in there making their little call outs. I see everyone in there making their call outs. I love it. That's what we should be doing. I think we're afraid to make the call out because we don't want to look stupid. However, the person that doesn't challenge themselves, that doesn't realize it's okay to get it wrong, you don't have to get it right every time, that person is going to hold themselves back because you're too afraid to take the risk of being right. Because if you get it wrong in the group chat, there's you don't lose anything. No one's going to look down on you. No one's expecting you to make the call outs, right? That's my job. So I recommend, if you're in the Discord, like start, get your chops ready, and then make your comments, have your questions, have questions for me. I know some people are new and they're a little shy. I get it, that's fine, but don't make yourself so shy that you're holding yourself back. Don't be so shy, because I'm pretty, I think I'm pretty reasonable person to talk to. You can always reach out to me if you're new and you have questions. It could be maybe on my vernacular, the way I speak. It could be on what does the setup look like what do I mean by safety, what do I mean by double bottom, double top, legs spread apart, lick box, all these weird terms that I have. If you have questions, you gotta ask. This is what we're here. I'm here for you, right? I'm here for you. So if you're paying for a service, I expect you to get full value for your money. And that requires me spending time and making that effort to make sure you understand. Then that's what it takes. And I'm here for it because I love this stuff. I love helping people achieve that dream that they have in their mind. I know the dream. I know the dream you have. All the dreams you have about not really having to worry about financial stability. Because at a certain point, it doesn't even matter about what is it called? Like things that you don't really need. What's the word for it? When you don't need certain things, you just get it because you want it. You don't really need it. At a certain point, you'll realize that this is sustainable, and enough just to get by, just to not have a 9-to-5 job. That'll probably be good. But then you're gonna get greedy. So as long as you don't get greedy, you'll be fine. Just stay humble. Don't let the early wins take you off your focus, because it's really easy to get these early wins and think it's all good just a week ago, and then everything changed up on you. So just stay humble. Don't over leverage, right? When I'm saying over leverage, for example, on this break of green over here at 11:37, this is gonna bug me for the rest of the day. This loss is gonna bug me for the rest of the day. But 11:37, this green right here. You know what? I forgot what I was gonna say, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're below the water. Let's see if we form another orange. It doesn't matter. I just want everyone to do well. I want you all to do well, and I want you to understand the strategy. Basically, what I want to do is get rid of the fear, because I think a lot of people have a fear. And I get it, because I had the same fear. I had the same exact fear, the same exact, I don't know about you, but I've been through, I'm going to say mild depression. Not that I'm clinically diagnosing myself, but I've had some rough days in the stock market where I just wanted to give up. But I didn't. I stayed with it. I learned some stuff. I educated myself, and I realized it's all a balance of probabilities. There's no 100%. It's all probabilities. Once you understand the probabilities and you understand risk, you'll be fine. Oh, like I was gonna say, when I went on this green, normal trade, normal amount of contracts. When I went on this orange, I knew. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. Because I have that data, because I know this, it's hard to be wrong twice in a row, I went heavy. I went heavy with the contracts, and I made all this loss back, plus a good amount more. Plus a good amount more. And it's very possible for everybody in here. Very possible, but you just got to take time. The fear, that's the hardest part. The fear is the hardest part. Because at some point, when you start seeing it go against you, and you're like, you know what? I'd much rather take a $10 loss than a $20 loss. And you start moving your stop, and then you take that $10 loss, and then it turns around and goes in the direction you want. We've all been there. We've all been there. But it's hard to know, right? I always recommend take the money. Take the money, the setups will come. There's always another setup around the corner. What I do recommend, work on an exit strategy and keep that consistent. The exit strategies are in lesson 8. Keep that exit strategy consistent. Whichever one you decide to go with. They all work. I've come up with a hybrid. So sometimes I use the guardrail, sometimes I use key level, sometimes, you know, it's different. Sometimes I use the MACD for exits. It's always different. Okay, so for puts, so your calls, you see where the call scenario is, somewhere up here. For puts, our safety is going to be somewhere over here. So we want to see this for puts. My computer's starting to get, I don't know what happened to it. Starting to get laggy. Starting to get laggy like Call of Duty. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. protect this next orange. You got to protect this trade as well. If you're taking this orange, you got to protect it. Protect this trade if you're taking this orange. Look, that weak bull cycle. You see that weak bull cycle? How it's hitting? You'd have been a little late to the party on orange, but that weak bull cycle hit. Break of orange. I told you, protect this trade. Look, it's winning. It's winning. Okay, we really need to clear this lick box now. This one here. This is the next big hurdle. Clean up the chart just a bit. Now you see we're caught between pink and pink. Probably somewhere like this. My computer's starting to mess up. So let's see if we get the microstructure here that supports the down, right? So we want to look for this, this, and this. So we're going to see if we get this microstructure that supports the theory of we still got some more downside. Now, if we break this green, that means we're probably not gonna finish off this inverse cup and handle. So this green is gonna be major. So we want to look for a continuation pattern. So look, we know we're in a downtrend, right? We'll be in the downtrend underneath 75.26 technically, but short-term downtrend, right? So we need to look for continuation patterns. What do continuation patterns look like in the downtrend? It's going to look like this. Either an inverse cup and handle, or it's going to look like a head and shoulder. So we want to look for this pattern here for one of these patterns for continuation, okay? I'll be here. I'm just going to be quiet in the background. Let this play out, right? If we get above this green, then this micro cup and handle probably not going to play. Inverse cup and handle probably not going to play out. So we know what we know the setup we're looking for, right? We want to be somewhere underneath here for puts, and for calls, somewhere up here. If we break this green, then we're gonna be focused on calls. If we start to reject underneath green, inside of green again, we're gonna be looking at puts again. So we have our criteria. Don't front run it. Just let whatever is gonna happen happen. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. All right, let's see what they do with this green. We see all the liquidity built up, secondary liquidity green. Let's see what they do. Built up right in here. Remember, you have to look at liquidity in two directions, right? Up and down, or completely sideways, or at an angle, right? You see all the angles? So liquidity goes in two directions, at an angle or completely sideways. So we want to look to see if we reject this green or if we get above this green and then above this pink. All right, let's see if we get above pink and make pink support. Let's see if... We want to see something like this happen. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get caught in between this range between green, this green right here, and this 75, 79. I think we're in this range for right now. So let's break the green, retest pink, and then reject for calls. Preferably up here on this thick green. Preferably up here. And for puts, down here. So I'll highlight it. Oh, it's already, I'll do a 3 then. I'll put this one back to 2. Or I'll put it 1 just so you can see. So we want to look for calls above green, puts below pink. Yeah, we're running out of, I don't know, we got some runway for today. We got a little bit of runway today. But I'm going to get out of here soon, so I got another few minutes on here with you guys. I'm going to set an alert on this pink so I know when we're, is there an alert already here? Okay, set alert on the pink, and I'm going to set alert on this pink as well. So do you see how on this play right here, it wasn't just the break of the green. We needed to break the green, retest pink. Again, look at this liquidity box right here. This one right here. We're still in it. And we're working on this one down here. So we're still in this liquidity box. Look at it. Perfectly still inside of it. It didn't look like the what we're expecting. Like this, and like this. A little bit off. Okay, to use the charts, go on the charts channel and just click on one of the charts. It should show you, it's basically going to be the same live. If you're looking at the live stream, you can only look at what I'm looking at. However, if you go into the charts, you're able to click through each different chart. So if you're looking at the live stream only, you can only look at me click. But if you're using the charts on your own, you can click on the 5-minute, the 30-minute at any time. Because you remember the trading plans that I put out are on the 30-minute, so you kind of need to reference that stuff. What, the charts aren't updating? Are you saying that the charts aren't updating? They should be updating. So, for example, if you click on the charts channel, if you click on the 1-minute chart channel, it should look exactly like this. If it doesn't, I need to know. So if you click on the charts channel and you click on the 1 minute chart, does it not show you exactly what's on the screen right now? Yeah, it should show everything. Huh, okay. If possible, can you take a screenshot of each one? And I'm not sure you're doing anything wrong. Let me it might be on my end. My charts should mirror everything you're seeing. Can you take a screenshot of the live stream and take a screenshot of the actual charts, and so I can see the difference? Because you should be seeing on those charts whatever's on the screen right now. Really quick, just to point something out, I wanted to show you the microstructure we want to look for to see if there's going to be any more downside. They kind of messed me up a little bit right here. We had this plotted. It went a little bit higher than we expected, but it happened. The rejection of green, it rejected, it broke green and then rejected. So it kind of broke the form just a bit. Yeah, every morning you got to click on them, I think. I'm not sure. I don't use the chart. I don't use those charts, but I'm pretty sure you got to click on it every morning. Because I think you need to like refresh the buffering or something like that. But I'm pretty sure you click on it every morning and it should update. Is it updated now that you clicked on it? Okay. Yeah, sorry, bud. Hey, after today, either today or tomorrow, I'll probably do it today. After today, you're gonna have to refresh all, because I'm gonna refresh all the links to the charts. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. I'm gonna refresh all the links to the charts. How the hell have you been winning? Just trading off of me? Just with... That's insane. You've been winning and you've been trading only off the live? You're crazy. You're crazy. That's... I don't know how. That's... Okay, yeah. Use the charts, man. Use the charts. They're there for everybody to use for free. DC, you're crazy, man. How have you been trading and winning without the charts? Just from me on the live stream? Wow. Good for you, man. That's incredible. That is incredible. I don't know how you're doing it, but shit, you need to... We all need to take your course. Whatever it is you're selling, I'm buying it, dude. How have you been... I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to go with it. I don't know how you've been winning. That boggles my mind. I'm just confused, but okay. Wow. If you've been winning like that without using the charts, now that you have the charts that you can manipulate on your own, wow. Do you have a TradingView account? If you have a TradingView account, oh, okay, yeah. Then you could, whatever indicators you have, you should be able to use and all that stuff too. Or they should be visible. Ah, okay, got you. Got you. Let's see if this little dance right here gives us another push down. No, don't feel stupid. At least now we got it all figured out. Yeah, if you're new in here, if you have to, you don't have to, but I highly recommend you click on the charts channel on the left. It'll show you the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 30 minute, and the daily, and every day click on it so you can follow along. So it refreshes. I'm gonna update the links probably today. It's just annoying to do it. DC, you literally took the path of the most resistance because you took the hardest way possible. You're like, okay, I'm gonna day trade the hardest way possible. That's insane. You are a legend. You're a legend, my friend. I don't know how you've been doing it. That's incredible. Real quick, I just wanted to highlight, do you see how when the price was over here, I circled it and said, you see this little dance? Expect a little more downside from this. A little more downside. We were still up here when it happened. We were still maybe on probably this candle right here, the 1301. Once you understand the dance, then you'll know what to expect. It takes time. I'll keep circling the dances so you know. Again, when I call it the dance, I just mean when the price does something like this. If the price goes up and down, that's what I mean by the dance. Okay. I think that's been my time today. I think that's been my time. We had a good day. I'm gonna take these last few minutes and I'm gonna do some admin stuff. I'm gonna clean up this chart really quick and I'll put it all back up. Give me a second. Take a screenshot of this right now. I'll give a few minutes for a screenshot. Okay, I'm gonna need a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I think this is gonna be my time. YouTube, it's been a pleasure. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. Let me give you a quick rundown of our wins for today. The wins for today we had early this morning. We had this call out here with this flexion. Also, the next entry would have been on the pink right there. Our next winner was up here on the break of this green, which is still highlighted green for calls above green. So this was a winner here, from here to here. That was a good win. And then the next winner was this break of purple. The break of purple is highlighted. Actually, you could have just held this break of purple all the way till Kingdom Come. So here's number one. Here's number 2 for calls. Number 3 and number 4 for puts. So here's our wins. 1, 2 for calls, 3, 4 for puts. They're still winning. So that's what we did today. It was a good job. Anyways, that's been my time. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. It's very difficult to trade off the YouTube. I get it. You're trying to find a cheap and easy way to accomplish your goal. However, it's not gonna work. It can't work. You got to join the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. We do it every day. It's been a pleasure, YouTube. Have a good day. Discord, I'll be in there in 1 second.